Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to the Feuding Bros, the show where we talk about everything football. I'm back again with Freddie and Thierry. Today, we're going to be reacting to the first round of the Copa America that just ended. And yeah, we're just going to get everybody's thoughts and everything. So, guys, if you want to react to the video, please drop us a comment and like and share, just as usual. Just help us out, basically. Thierry, Freddie, how's it going, man? Are you guys holding up?
Yeah, keeping up with all these games. Very busy summer, exciting summer, honestly. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about the Copa. It's been off to a very interesting start as well. So yeah, man, all good, all good.
Yeah, like Freddie said, trying to keep up, trying to stay in touch with those games, managing everything else as well. But yeah, excited to react to these games with this Copa, man. It's been very different from the Euro for sure. But yeah, man. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, just like you guys, just trying to keep up, man. There's a lot to try and keep up with, but we're doing our best here to, just to try and stay informed and put out some content for everybody. And yeah, just basically just to have fun, just talk about football, man. That's just the main thing, uh, about this show. So yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. The Copa America, we've had a chance to see everybody, and the first game was between Argentina and Canada. And what do you think of the game? For me, it was just apart from a little bit of danger from Canada here and there. I think it was kind of comfortable for Argentina, who just
Yeah,
Argentina looks strong, basically. Yeah, and
pretty
it
much.
could have been more. It could have been way more if Messi wasn't in a playful mood. I don't know what he was doing, just trying to chip keepers and just trying to do. I think it was just too easy for him, man.
Yeah.
He was
You
just
can you
having
can see
fun.
how relaxed he is. If you remember that, what was it, 2 years ago? If he, would he have done that? No, no.
That's a good point. That's a really good point, man. Like he's just having fun at this time. Like he knows they know they're strong. They know they can go pretty much all the way. So it was just a spanking to me. Like I saw very little from Canada. They tried to resist, as you said. They really tried, but you saw that their best couldn't even put any danger on Argentina. So yeah, just a bunch of missed chances from Argentina. They had sitters, playing around, and they did the job. Literally, they look like the strongest team so far. And I know that's something we're going to talk about. But yeah, nice opening, all for the show. It was definitely there. You can see people excitement every time Messi touched the ball. Like it was just ridiculous. I'm like,
It
is
was
that
getting
normal?
loud. Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, nice game to open the competition.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I think I
man.
have to disagree with you, though. I think I have to disagree with you a little bit because I thought Canada, at some points in the game, looked dangerous.
Yeah.
They were able to get in behind. They look pretty decent. I know they're playing. They're playing the World Cup champion and
Yeah,
also the Copa America champion, and
yeah.
it's Canada. So they did better than I thought they would, man. They gave a good account of themselves in parts in that game.
Yeah. He's not convinced.
Yeah, no, you go, Terry. Yeah. That was just an analysis of the game. For me, it was just really one-sided. I can see how you say, as I said, they tried to resist. They weren't terrible when they did try, but it's like I can remember a notable time except Davis when he had that curler, where they were really dangerous. Besides that, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the chances did not necessarily convert into shots on target or anything, but I just by the way they just were able to like a couple of times just to get in behind the Argentine defense. I
yeah,
mean, they had a couple of good passages of play, and what's his name, Davis is a speed monster, man. He's scary on that flank.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's just what I saw from the game. I mean, it was just a more competitive game than I thought it would be, basically.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Canada did all right, honestly. I thought Canada did all right. Obviously, everybody expected them to lose, and they did. And obviously, I think Freddie's probably thinking, like, if Argentina probably takes their chances, this looks like, what, 5-6-0 maybe. And
pretty
then
much.
Oh yeah,
it's a,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
and then
the point. Yeah,
it's a different story. But
Mhm.
Canada did have a couple decent chances, and like you said, yeah, and some openings where final pass is missing, final decision is missing. I guess you expect that from Canada because they don't have the players. But Yeah, I thought they put in a decent effort, a decent like showing for themselves, and I would expect them to get out of this group. I think because we're gonna talk about the next game, but the other two teams they don't look great.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, let's talk about this. These are the two teams. It was a draw between Peru and Chile. And yeah, just like you said, Thierry, I mean, Canada, from what they've shown against the reigning champion in this group, they can, count themselves still in there, I mean, the game between Chile and Peru finished 0-0. I mean, I've watched some of it. I wasn't too captivated by it. From what I saw though, it was just a wasteful Chile. Chile. I mean, they played all right. I mean, from what I've seen, it's just like they're still playing that kind of organized chaos kind of style. Well, without the legs basically that they used to have back in the days. What I mean? There was still the Alexis Sanchez, the Eduardo Vargas. Is it Eduardo Vargas? Is it Vargas? There's so many Vargas in this country. I mean, and the Isla, those are people getting on a little bit. Bravo, like we said in the other video, is still in goal. Chile did play well, to be honest with you, and I thought they just struggled to convert their chances. I mean, they need someone to finish the chances. Alexis Sanchez had a gilt-head chance to score. I don't know how he puts that over the bar, but yeah. Looking at it and looking at what Canada did against Argentina, it's gonna be tough for these two, man. But Chile, they still have the experience, they still have the know-how of this tournament, so they can pull a surprise. But 0-0 is not a great start for them, especially against arguably the weakest team in this group on paper.
Yeah. I mean, that game was. I watched the first half. I did not finish it, but it was poor. It was a poor game, man. They were just
misplaced passes everywhere, just like
it's really physical as well.
They were just like hacking each other, man. They were just kicking it. They were just kicking each other. So many fouls, and just stupid fouls,
just stop start. It was a hard watch.
It was a hard watch. It was really a hard watch, and like you said, Chile had some chances. The gilt-edge chance from Sanchez, he has to score that, but. I mean, they probably should have won the game, but yeah, in truth, it was a poor game from two teams that probably are past their best. You can say for both of them. So yeah, I would expect Canada to beat or at least get a draw against Chile and probably beat Peru and make it out of this group. But yeah, it was not the best game.
Not the best game indeed. What about you, Freddie? Yeah. Did you catch some of that game and what was
I did bits and pieces, and all I can remember is what I said, man. It was just physical to me every time. you will see a part of the game with somebody running into the other, like harsh tackle, just people arguing all over. Yeah, based on that, I can definitely say I saw more from Canada than those two teams here. I was a little more focused on that game, definitely though. And yeah, hey, let's see. Maybe we see a surprise there. From what I'm hearing from you two, though, it seems like you guys have Argentina on top, Canada second, and then the other two is pretty much Chile third, and then Peru last. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll still put Chile second just for the experience, and I've seen that they didn't. I mean, it was a rough game to watch, like I said, but it takes two to tango, and Peru didn't look like they came to
yeah, they didn't come to. They came to
0-0 basically. They didn't come for anything else. They just came to kick somebody and then just get a point and move on. Yeah. I think that Peru is just gonna put all their hopes on beating Canada and then see what else happens. I think that's what they're probably hoping for. Apart from that, yeah. So I still put Chile second, but what I'm saying about Canada is they can pull a surprise against Chile and go through because they from seeing all four teams, they played better than Chile, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Now it's going to come down to those two.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, let's move on to Group B. 2 games, and the first game was between Ecuador and Venezuela. Venezuela did come out victorious, 2-1 victorious against Ecuador, and they pulled a surprise, basically. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I thought they played pretty well. I was surprised. I didn't think Venezuela had this in them. I hadn't watched them play before. Again, this game I didn't
I
catch
told you about
all
them,
of
man. I
it.
told you to watch out for them. Told you to watch
Yeah,
out.
you did warn us about them, man. Yeah, and I didn't catch. I think I caught the first half, and then I watched the highlights for the rest. It's got some nice goals, and they probably could have even put one or two more. Yeah, in this game, but yeah, the red card obviously for Ecuador did affect them massively. I do expect them to still come out of this group, but Venezuela, I mean, I was surprised. I was surprised at what they could do. Yeah, so there might be some team to watch for this tournament.
Yeah. You know, Ecuador was definitely my bet. You know, obviously we know the aging team, but you know, you will bet on them. Venezuela, I haven't seen much, so I had to take Jan's word for it. And hey, surprise team, huh? Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, surprising indeed. But I mean, yeah, like Terry said, they were, you know, helped massively by Eder Valencia's red card. That was a crazy challenge. If you watch it again, it just looks worse and worse every time. I mean, I don't think he meant it, but you know, it just it's not pretty to see. So yeah, but I mean, that was a really good game because even down to 10, you can see why Ecuador is the best team in this group because even down to 10, they put it on and they actually went 1-0 up. You know, they went 1-0 up down to 10 men. So you know, there's only. You can only imagine what they could have done if they stayed 11v11. But yeah, that was a really good game. It was just up and down. I was thinking, Ecuador, man, you scored. You have 10 men. Just kind of like talk the bus a little bit.
Yeah. They were going for it.
Yeah. And I told you guys about the kid Kendry Paez. I don't know if he kind of bust out better midfield. I thought he was gonna be the guy that gets sacrificed. You know, obviously. Red card. There's always someone you sacrifice to kind of, redo your tactics as a manager. But he stayed on, and it just looked like most things offensively was going through him. And he's 17 years old. It's scary, man. That kid,
that's scary.
That kid has got a good premise. But I mean, the only thing is he went to Chelsea, and they're obviously going to ruin him. So,
for sure.
But yeah, that was a really good game. So I still think Ecuador, gets out of this group because we're going to talk about the other two teams in there.
Yeah.
Not great. Did you want to react to this game? You already reacted. So yeah. Let's move on to the other game. Mexico scrape a win against Jamaica.
Man,
how did you guys leave that game?
Man, Mexico should not struggle that much, just historically. I mean, we know
they're not good, man. They're not good anymore at all. Man.
They're not.
Man.
It's disappointing to see. It's disappointing to see how they regressed over the last decade or so. More actually. We have to go back even 2 decades. But yeah, Jamaica, they try to hold their own. They look really dislocated. I had a little bit of expectations from them, especially since our last episode when we discussed the actual roster. Not too bad on paper, but for me at least, watching the game, I was rooting for Mexico. being in Dallas, obviously, you got to support them.
Them playing at home and everything.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Exactly. So, higher expectations for them. They struggled and got that goal, which wasn't convincing even in the way that it came. So yeah, I mean, as you say, this group looks tough. Not that Mexico has 3 points. Ecuador really has to win the next games to be safe. So that's gonna be interesting to see as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was like you said. I mean, I feel like we knew Mexico was going to struggle. I was actually more disappointed with Jamaica. I was expecting them to win this game because I thought they would just put it on Mexico. Obviously, they have a lot of pace up top, a lot of strength with Antonio. So like I thought they were gonna really put it on them and do a job, but it was a fairly even game, and obviously Mexico getting the breakthrough with that goal. But yeah, man, Mexico is just poor, man. They just have nobody no more. Like nobody who's scared. They used to have at least like 3 or 4 names where you're like, oh yeah, these guys are good. Like this guy's like. They're serious ballers.
Even Ochoa is not there anymore. I mean, Ochoa,
even Ochoa. Yeah,
he shows up for big tournaments. Like he's nowhere for 2 or 3 years, and then he just shows up for big tournaments. Even he hasn't showed up. So,
Even he hasn't showed up, man. So yeah, it's looking peak for them. But yeah, I think those other two teams will probably have a field day against Mexico at least. I hope Jamaica does a bit better. I was expecting more, like I said, from them. So we'll see what they do in the other games. But definitely that first game had the two strongest teams in the tournament. Not in the tournament, in the group. So yeah, I'm interested with Venezuela. I really want to see more of what they do. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with them. So yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do going forward. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this game again, it was just it's not a great game to watch, to be honest.
No,
It was just
no.
like I thought Mexico played kind of well. First half, second half, Jamaica came out. The first 15, 20 minutes, they're trying to put it on them. They should have put it on them a little bit more. I think if they put up more pressure, they would have had the result that they wanted. But I mean, because Mexico lost their best player, Edson Alvarez from West Ham, right? West Ham, I think. I think he went off an injury, so that's gonna be a blow for them for the rest of the tournament because he's a big player for them, and he's the only guy that has some kind of quality in this team, and it's just a team that they really need a rebuild real bad. So I mean they'll be happy with the 3 points. I mean anybody would, and that hopefully they can grow from that. But yeah, I didn't see anything that anybody should be scared about. I think Ecuador. The problem with Ecuador is that I think Ener Valencia is just the only striker. I don't know if there's so much, but if they find somebody who puts the ball back in the net, they are largely the strongest team in this group, largely. So so that was it. So we'll see next game. I think Ecuador plays Mexico in the last game, so it's going to be an interesting game against Jamaica in the next game because they would have to win that game if they want to stay.
Yeah, if they want to do
in the tournament. Let's wait and see. All right, Group C now. USA. The USA. They come out with a 2-0 win against Bolivia. Yeah. And Captain America, aka Pulisic, comes
through. The man is on fire, man.
Hey, he played well. He played well. He played like a proper leader. What do you guys think of the game right there?
Yeah, you said it just now. Pulisic was really standing out. I was really impressed with him. It seems like his style even changed a little bit. He's not just the guy that runs about. He was really commanding on the pitch, asking for 1-2.
He looks like he's grown up a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, he's like a different player. Yeah. I was like, okay, man, you're trying to step up your game. Playing a little different. Like, he was a little flary, here and there. Trying to make a little play and progressing the game, making runs. All in all, it was I would say a good victory for the USA, motivating for them. Bolivia really offered nothing though. Like,
bro, they're useless, man.
They might as well have stayed home because
they were useless, man.
As soon as they step out, they really didn't. It wasn't a contest. Really, USA should have scored so many more. I think it should have
battered them, man. That's not even an understatement. It should have been 7 or 8.
For real. That was on the US part a little bit worrying, the fact that they couldn't just bury this game by halftime. Again, they have a shaky vibe around them in the sense that high expectations, can they ever reach that? We're gonna see. It's here. They got the crowd. We saw people out there cheering them on. The game the game they played wasn't bad. Again, the finishing that's missing. Balogun had his goal, but I feel like you should be more involved. In the finishing, being pretty much playing as a 9. You should be more involved and bury this goal.
They were very wasteful. I mean, Timothy Weah, he was frustrated. I was frustrated.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
He shot when he needed to pass when he needed to shoot. It's like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I feel like. Balogun should step up more, have that finishing role a little more up top. He had his chances, took one of them. And USA, we're watching. We will see. I think they will definitely get out of the group. Now that they started this way, obviously we expected them to against Bolivia, but how far can they go? It's really, really sketchy. I think they got to reach the quarters at least.
Yeah. I mean, they play well. I mean, like you guys said, it's hard to judge them on this game because they play a team that just they just like they just
take
did
down
not come
numbers.
out the changing rooms. Yeah, they didn't even try, which is like obviously I know you're playing a team that is a lot better than you, but like come on, man, like it was really bad to see. But yeah, I mean they did all right. They did what they had to do. Like you said, the finishing was lacking a little bit, but Balogun getting his goal, so that's good for his confidence to start the tournament. Pulisic looking good. And they look solid as a team. They look strong as a team. They look solid as a team, and that's all you can do. I mean, you got to play what's in front of you, and they get a nice solid win to start the group, which will be important. Maybe they should have thought about the goal difference aspect, because obviously it's them and Uruguay vying for that top spot, and maybe goal difference will become something at one point. So you might want to put away those smaller teams. I don't know who plays. I don't know who they play next. Do they play Panama next or Uruguay next? I'm not sure who they play
I
next.
think they will be playing
Panama. Yeah.
They play Panama next. Okay, yeah. So they might want to try and smash them. Panama they were all right, but I mean, yeah, they're not great too. So, but yeah, I mean, good start for the US, and then obviously the big one is versus Uruguay. That will be where we see their level really. But yeah, if they make it to the quarters, they're on the toughest side of the bracket. So if they make it to the quarters, depending who they play, I mean, I think that would be good enough probably for the US fans. But we shall see. Yeah,
We shall definitely see. Yeah, I mean, just to echo what you said real quick. Yeah, the same thing. I thought they just played the opposition. They just played what's in front of them. But there was not much in front of them. They will not learn anything from about themselves. So I mean, the only positive that they can come out of this game is that they actually played decently well. You know, they'll need to come back and fix the offensive issues, the wastefulness. I mean, because this game they have to put these kind of teams in the sword on the sword, because playing against Bolivia, you have to show that they don't belong there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that would just be my only criticism. But I mean, like I said, we can't really judge on this performance. They did look good, but there wasn't much in front. Yeah. So let's move on. I think the next game for them will be pretty tough for them, because Panama did lose 3-1 in the end against Uruguay. But Panama, for me, Panama, they'll put it on you. They're not.
They looked all right, man. They looked all right.
They give them a game.
They have a physical team, man. They come to hit somebody, but they don't
care. They weren't scared.
Yeah, they will disrespect anybody. They don't care about anybody. They'll come in, they'll play physical, they'll put it on you, and then it's up to you to respond. And that's what they did against Uruguay here. I mean, Uruguay is obviously the strongest team in this group, and especially in this matchup. But I thought some phases in the game, Panama were in there, and I think when it was at 2-1. They could have equalized before they broke up and went in. I think they went was it 2-0 that they could have. What was it? Hold on. I think it was 3-0 and then they came 3-1. Yeah. I thought they played all right. You know, obviously Uruguay is just technically they're just better. It was just funny to see man like Suarez trying to run around. He can't run around anymore. And he came on. And we see the same old, for Uruguay, the same old, what's his name? Darwin missing chances after chances.
For
fun, like it's like it does it on purpose. But I do like the way Uruguay plays, man. I mean, you can see the Bielsa touch. They are 100 miles an hour, man. I don't know if that's gonna be consistent for the whole tournament.
Yeah,
but. I mean, in this game, they did look good, man. And they, like I said, if Darwin Núñez had the shooting boots, it could have been a lot more too. But I mean, Panama gave a good account of themselves. Like I said, it's going to be a good game against, USA. It's going to be a good test for the USA, because it's going to be a different test. Panama will not come and respect you. They will come and put their foot in and be physical, and you're going to have to respond. And these kind of games, I think USA usually struggles, although it's Panama is a CONCACAF team, so they used to play them sort of, but it's gonna be a difficult game for USA. What about you guys? What do you think of this game?
You said it all right there, man. You said it completely all. The game itself, perfect analysis. I think Uruguay should have put more. Pretty wasteful as well, like the
I mean,
US.
if you're up down, up top, what can you do, man?
What can you expect? This guy. I can't even go
Good
back.
finish though on a volley. I mean, it was a
Good
good
finish,
finish.
good
He
finish.
was.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with him. He's gonna need at least 5 misses to put that one wonder goal, and then
It's always good.
that's just him. That's just him. You just gotta deal with that. And it's so crazy the chances he gets, man. You just still have to give him props. You're like, wow, that was a nice run, like right off the line kind of thing, and always on point. But then the finish disappoints, So it's gonna be really interesting to see who's gonna be top of this group. As you said, the US, they are the one with the most doubt. Uruguay, you can count on them to be physical as well. So I still have Uruguay up top. The US, I still think they'll make it. Like if they don't, that's going to be really, really embarrassing for them. So even if it's a draw,
they should come out of this group. Yeah.
They have to, right? So even if it's a draw, they have to get to do that. I'm sure they're going to get the job done in some way. But yeah.
I mean, like Rian was saying, I think that US Panama game is going to be very interesting because US does struggle against those physical teams. They do struggle. Even in CONCACAF, obviously, they know each other. US usually beats them at home. But when they go away to the Panamas and the Jamaicas, they struggle because those teams, they're going to play physical. It's a hostile atmosphere. And the US struggles with that. Obviously, this tournament, they're playing at home, so they won't have the crowd against them. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough game. But coming back to this game, Uruguay, man, I don't know if they can keep this type of energy up, but if they can, man, I was getting tired watching them play, man.
It goes fast with them, man. Jeez.
Bro, it goes so fast, man. It goes so fast. Like as soon as they get the ball wide cross, they don't even there's no messing about. No, we're gonna come back. Look, no, they get it wide. Whoever has it wide crosses it, and there's bare men in the box every time. I'm like, come on. No, but like they're really, really nice to watch.
It's the Bielsa touch.
Yeah, it's the Bielsa touch. It's organized chaos. Like they press everything. They're on you. They tackle you. They hustle you. And on the ball, they have the quality. They have good players. They have good players, man. This team. They have really good players.
Yeah, for sure. I was surprised to see Pelistri start.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Pelistri.
Your boy Pelistri. He did all right.
Yeah. He did all right. That kind of style suits him. Like the all action, fast-paced style. When you have to be more controlled, he struggles with that. But he's like he's a pace abuser, man. He just wants to abuse the pace. But yeah, man, Uruguay, man, they look good. That US Uruguay game, I would expect Uruguay to win because playing like that, I think they're gonna choke the US out. But they do give chances, like you said. Panama, they had some chances on the counter. They came to play as well. So they do give you chances on the counter because they commit so many people forward. But they're another team to watch, man. I probably the team I enjoy watching the most so far, really.
Yeah, definitely. And this group is for me is like Freddie said, it's gonna be USA and Uruguay for the top two. But like I said in the preview video, Panama can cause a surprise. Because they played the hardest team in the group right now, so anything goes right now. And they play the USA next. If they can pull out a result, they have Bolivia last. Yeah. Then that could be a route for them to get out of the group. So
that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, it's not a full blown conclusion yet. No. All right, let's move on to the last group, and let's start with the major shock of the tournament so far.
Sorry.
There has to be one, right? And it's the mighty Brazil being held by Costa Rica, but by a bunch of kids, really. So Costa Rica, I think they'll just change their team and just a bunch of team and Joy Campbell in that team.
Man, he looks out of shape, man.
But he came on, he held the ball up pretty well.
Held the ball up.
He just didn't have that, that kick. That
he doesn't have that kick anymore.
He held the ball up pretty well. Came on, professional, and then it just helped. He helped.
Yeah, he helped.
I mean, it was a good cameo.
I was kind of impressed with them too because they, like you said, like kind of like Panama. They went hard for it. They went for it too. Obviously, you have to sit back as Brazil. Yeah. You have to defend well and everything. You have to hope your keeper plays well, and he did. But they were trying to go forward as well. They were trying to create stuff. final decision lacking. It's a young team. There's some men shooting from like 40 yards. I'm like, what are you doing? Just keep the ball, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Being rash.
Being rash, man. Being
wild.
so rash. Man. Yeah, being so wild. But Brazil, man, that's poor, man. That's bad, man.
That is terrible. That is a terrible result. That is a
poor,
terrible
man.
result. And to be honest, they actually played all right.
They played all right.
Yeah.
It's just that they could be there for the next week and they will not put
They
that
will
goal
never
in the back
score.
of the net. That's just what it was. And you know what? I thought about that because in the first half they were so dominant, and you could see them just relax on the ball, doing tricks here and there. I was like, "Oh, now you're gonna see, man. This is not gonna be as easy as you think, man, because you need the results before you start doing that.
That's right.
Still no. You start doing that, man. You're gonna be shocked. And then, all behold, that's it. They come out with 1 point out of a game that they should have actually just wrapped up.
And that's the easiest team in the group.
It's the easiest team.
It's only going to get harder from now.
It gets harder from there. Yeah, it gets harder from there. They are. I think they missed the trick there. And like I said, Vinicius, who I told you guys before the tournament, has been flopping with Brazil.
Very, very.
He was non-existent in that game. There was nothing from him. He had to be hooked after about 60 minutes, and the guy he's just not. I don't know if it's the system or whatever, but they actually played the same system that they play at Real Madrid for. Because at first they played him and Rodrigo up front.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why he just did not show up. He was just non-existent in the game. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be tough for them, man. I mean I can actually see them struggle to get out.
I see that, man. And that would be man. That would be a shockwave, man. That coach will get sacked so quickly. And he only started I don't know. I think he started in March or something. This coach, so he's a new coach for them. So yeah, this is gonna be tough for them because Paraguay didn't look too bad. Obviously they don't have the quality, but they have and Cisco. He's a baller, man. He's a top baller.
It just looked a step above, man.
Oh yeah, he looks a step above. Anytime you get on the ball, something will happen, man. Literally. So yeah, it's gonna be tough for them, man. Because I mean, they probably should have won this game. They probably created enough to deserve a goal. But again, there was apart from that Guimaraes chance at the end, there wasn't anything that was clear cut where you're like,
that's what I was gonna say.
They did not miss that.
They had the ball, but they didn't throw it. There were a couple of chances there. I mean, keeper did a couple of minutes.
But not as much as you would hope. Not
as much as you would hope. Yeah, so it wasn't great. The one that impressed me when he came on was the Savio guy. He looks good.
Yeah, he was going.
He looked good. He came on. He was but again, he was rash. He just did the last thing that you need to do when you have to have some actual composure. You just do a wild shot or just misplace the pass. But when he came on, yes, he did take on his guy, and he did a lot better than what Rafinha was doing. I don't know what Rafinha was doing.
Rafinha was
he wasn't doing anything. Yeah, so he definitely played better than he took on his man. He was beating man's 1-2 mans, but final decision, man. He has to do it. And then what's his name? Hendricks came on and did absolutely nothing.
He had 20 minutes.
All he did, he just came on and got the applause. That's what he did.
The cameras, hey, we gotta sell some posters, man.
Did absolutely zero, man. Nothing at all. The guy just came and strolled about. That's what he did. So I mean, that's the problem. And then we did mention it in the preview video that they're gonna be struggling. They're gonna be struggling because they don't have a number 9. And Martinelli came on, and same thing as Savio. He came on and just run around, and they no improvement at the end of the day. So they need a striker real bad, man, because all these chances that they have, if they had the finisher, trust me, they go out, this game 3-0 and nobody talks about it again. But right now, it's gonna be a struggle because Colombia, who definitely one of the favorites because they look strong, they look good, and what a clinic from man like James Rodriguez, man. He looked classy out there, man.
Yeah.
You guys, I think what was it, 2 assists? And,
2 assists.
2 assists. They're just crazy on the ball, man. I mean, defensively struggles. I mean, he doesn't run back at all, but he doesn't run at all to be anymore. It's just the kind of guy that you just give him the ball and then he will create something, man. I thought he looked pretty good. I don't know I don't know against a stronger team. If you can carry a player like that, like against a stronger team, but hey, when it pulls passes like that, and
Yeah.
just busts games like that, he has to stop, man.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, whew, with Brazil, we just said it. It's gonna be tough for them. It's gonna definitely be tough for them. Colombia, they came in. Paraguay gave them a fight, but they by halftime you could see that they were dominating. They were putting their chances away. It was a really physical game as well, very hyped. Um,
Yeah.
but
The physicality of this tournament is mad, man. I don't know.
It's mad. It's
They
mad.
have
And the
beaten
refs
each
don't
other.
give anything.
They
exactly.
try to kick each other, man. They do not play, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
I'm like,
exactly
Jesus,
what
relax, man. Just play football or something. Like, what are you guys doing?
big fights and
They come and kick, man.
they know each other over there. They know each other for that. So
Yeah.
Brazil, the Brazil team, they look like just it was really disappointing in the sense that you will bet on them to break that defense. Like, dude, it's Costa Rica. Yes, they came into defense. You should expect five at the back. So what? It's Brazil. Like, come on, you guys have all this firepower. There's nobody there to create chances. Non-stop. And I think that's what they were missing. It took them so much. As you said, fancy play and turning and twisting just to get to the end product to put the pressure on the keeper. It's gonna be tough for them. I really think so. That was the start they did not need. And now they're gonna fight. They have to fight for it. It's gonna be completely a devastation if they don't get out of this group.
Well, they're playing Paraguay next. They definitely need a result, and that's not going to be
Yeah.
easy for them
Yeah.
because Paraguay, they are fighters, man.
Yeah.
They can.
They fight.
If there's one thing that they can do is just grind things out. I mean, they don't have the quality. I mean, only having Tiso and Almiron who's like
Yeah.
in and out, but they're just a collective, man, and it's not going to be easy for Brazil, and I'm scared for them. I am scared for them.
I am. Man. I don't think they'll do well. I don't think they'll do well. And I think if they go out, it's going to be a scraping, maybe a draw against Colombia, and maybe scraping by Paraguay. But I don't think they do well. They just look if they go through. Sorry, I meant. They don't look good. And Colombia looks decent. Paraguay, like you said, they're gonna fight, and they also have one quality player that can come up with a moment. So.
As Jan said, though, so sorry to interrupt. As Jan said, though, the lack of the number 9 is really, 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 it's so visible in that team. And you'll think, if they had Carlo, Mr. Carlo, he could work up something, but you can see that it's not really working. It's not really working. We need to put more pressure because who's going to be the danger man pretty much. You're like, oh yeah, if we block Vinny on this side and Rodrigo on that side. I mean, obviously it's easier said than done, but we can see that nobody in the middle to pierce through. In Real Madrid, they had Bellingham to do that most of the season.
I mean, I thought Paqueta had a good game. I mean, again, there's no one to finish the chances that he's created. So,
I was literally going to mention him. He looked lively. He really did, Paqueta. And he actually showed a facet of his game I haven't seen too much, just going forward. Really technical with that, but it's not the super forward thinking, arriving in the box late that Bellingham is, and no striker, which is lacking clearly with Brazil, might cost them a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, that wraps up the review of all the games in the first round. Do you have anything else to say about that first round? I was just gonna say I don't know, man. It's taking me a minute to get into this tournament, man. I'm not yet involved into it, man. I don't see. I mean, come on, man. Show us the passion. Show us something, man. I mean, apart from I was excited about the Argentina game because it's messy and that.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the other game that I thought was kind of bearable to watch was the Ecuador Venezuela game. But apart from that, man, I feel they feel like they just drag on, man. Come on, man. Let's get the tournament started. Come on.
That's facts. That's a feeling I will say. I'll share as well. It's taking me a lot of time to get into it. And the crazy thing for me is like I feel like it's the Messi tournament at the moment. It's the Argentina tournament. It's It's the only team that seems like, oh yeah, these guys they can make it to the final. I don't see anybody else that I can clearly look at.
No one else is as certain.
There's no contender. That's pretty much what it is. There's no contender. You will think Brazil, nothing. Maybe Uruguay, who's to say, right? So yeah, hopefully we get some more action moving forward, more goals. Hopefully more goals. We want to see more goals.
Yeah, definitely. This tournament is a big tournament, then, so he has to kickstart. To be honest.
Yeah. No, he has to kickstart. I mean, honestly, right now it's been more WWE than actual football. So, like for real. So, like when I watched the games, I was seeing this guy on Twitter. He was saying Euros is the tournament, beautiful football, tactics, whatever. Copa America is the people's tournament. It's just knife fights. It's just a knife fight.
It's just like roadman everywhere, man. Just roadman everywhere.
Just roadman, bro.
I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but come on, man. I know there's quality.
Yeah, come on, let's do something.
They have like some of the best players in the world, but come on, man. We need to see some football, man.
Yeah, let's see some football. So yeah, hopefully in this second round we'll see something. But yeah, right now, like Freddie said, only Argentina looks dominant. There's been a couple other dominant performances, but they were playing teams that were very irrelevant. So we have to see the bigger games coming up to be able to judge who's who. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely, we have to wait and see. Well, I think the game of the second round will definitely be Argentina against Chile. Chile, who has beaten Argentina in the last in the 2015 and 2016 finals in a row. So they're kind of like a bête noire for the Argentines. So that should be a good game. I know Chile is not what the Chile they used to be, but hopefully we see a game now. It's an exciting game. All right. Okay, guys. Well, let's wrap it up, man. It's been a good video. This was a preview of the Copa America first round. Like I said earlier in the video, if you want to react, please drop us a comment, like, and share. And we'll try and respond to your comments as soon as possible. And if not, just carry on following us. Yeah. So the next video will be the preview of the group stages of the Euros. And that will drop soon, so watch out for that. So yeah, just kind of like press that notification bell so you know exactly when we drop something on our page, and so you don't miss anything. All right, guys, thank you. That was fun as usual, and we'll see each other soon.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll see each other soon, guys. You guys take care.
All right, take care. Peace out.